President Rodrigo Duterte says he did not appoint Vice President Leni Robredo to a cabinet post simply because he does not trust her. In a late-night press conference Tuesday, November 19, the president says he disliked how Robredo began consulting foreign organizations after she agreed to be co-chair of the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs or ICAD.
Ang problema kay Robredo is this. Right after she was appointed, she began talking publicly about inviting the Human Rights Commission. She was talking to the United Nations. She would want to talk to the European. At marami na siyang pinagsasabi. Kung ganon, sabi ko, I cannot appoint her as a cabinet member. If that is the way her mouth behaves, there can never be a position for her.
Duterte earlier threatened to fire Robredo if she would aid investigations into the drug war. But he clarified he is not firing Robredo but is just setting the parameters of her tasks in the ICAD. In the same press conference, Duterte says he ordered Agriculture Secretary William Dar to suspend the importation of rice in order to help local farmers who suffered from the rice tarification law. He says he did this to avoid riots brought by hunger and a lack of food. The president also defends the controversial 50 million peso cauldron for the 2019 Southeast Asian Games, justifying the high price, saying it is a creation of a national artist.
You know, there can never be corruption in that situation. Because you commissioned a national artist, you cannot estimate how much nalugi ka because it is the rendition of the mind of the creator.
Duterte also says he will ban the use and importation of e-cigarette or vape in the Philippines after the first confirmed case of e-cigarette or vape-associated lung injury in the country. Duterte says the executive order for the ban will follow, but it was not needed because he had the urgent power to order it banned. The Philippine National Police heeds the verbal order Wednesday, November 20, saying violators of the ban will be arrested and properly recorded in the police blotters. Police spokesman Bernard Banac says they are expecting Malacanang to release the executive order Wednesday. Former President Noynoy Aquino says Filipinos should oppose the abuses under the Duterte regime, and they should not wait until they are stifled like detained Senator Laila de Lima. He says this Wednesday, November 20, in de Lima's 1,000th day of detention in Camp Crame.
Tanong ko, habang hindi pa tayo tinatabahan, hindi kaya mas marapat. Dito na tayo manindigan. Dito na tayo magsabi, hindi tama na ere. Kesa naman, di ba, madama na natin ang dinadama nila ilang dire-diretso.
De Lima has been detained since February 24, 2017. She says these multiple drug cases are trumped-up charges. She is a fierce critic of President Rodrigo Duterte's war against drugs, which has killed more than 6,000 people as of the government's count. But human rights groups say the numbers reach almost 27,000 to include victims of vigilante-style killings. A Manila court will proceed to the presentation of the defense in the cyber libel trial of Rappler and its chief executive officer Maria Ressa. The court denied on November 15 Ressa's demurrer to evidence, a pleading which seeks an outright dismissal of the case. The presentation of evidence will start December 6. The cyber libel case was based on an article published on Rappler in May 2012, linking the late former Chief Justice Renato Corona to businessman and complainant Wilfredo Keng. Meanwhile, a Quezon City prosecutor junks the libel complaint of Agrarian Reform Secretary John Castriciones against Ressa and reporter Rambo Talabong. Castriciones alleged Talabong made malicious imputations about the stripping of powers of two Interior Department undersecretaries in 2017. But the resolution dated September 10 says the statements made by the respondents in their online website are not in itself defamatory. It even cites a previous Supreme Court ruling. A public official, more especially an elected one, should not be onion-skinned. Always, he is expected to act and serve with the highest degree of responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency, and shall remain accountable for his conduct to the people. The Department of Health confirms Wednesday, November 20, 3 new cases of polio in Mindanao. The health department says the 2 infants were unvaccinated with the polio vaccine, while the 4-year-old girl received incomplete doses. 6 cases are now reported in the island, making the total cases nationwide at 7. A polio outbreak was declared in September after the first case resurfaced after 19 years. The Ateneo Blue Eagles completes a rare 16-0 season sweep, capturing their 3rd straight championship in the Season 82 Men's Basketball Finals Wednesday, November 20. The Blue Eagles defeated the UST Growling Tigers in the second game in the finals, 86-79. Senior third-year Ravenna cements his claim as one of the greatest players in the Ateneo side as the team banks on a comfortable lead throughout the game. But UST comes close in the 4th quarter at 66-67 with a sweet hook by CJ Cancino. Ravenna is the Season 82 Finals Most Valuable Player, making him a 3-time Finals MVP.